Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to 2023. I hope you had a great new year. Today I'm installing something in the Jeep that I should have done well before the weather got like this. This will be an install of the Kleinn remote start system available for the JT Gladiator and Jeep Wrangler. This is a very simple install. It'll only take about 2 hours, but full disclosure, this is the first time I've done one of these, and I actually did mess something up. So make sure to stick around through the video to see where I goofed up. So when you first open up the box, it may seem intimidating because you do have a lot of wires in this kit. This is your actual control module. This is your T-harness that goes to the start-stop plug. This is a jumper wire. And then everything else in here is optional stuff. That is an extension for the antenna. Of course, you have your two new remotes that are optional if your key has buttons on it. This is your hood pin if you choose to use it. And then just a few other wires. This is for hooking up the flash link to the brain. Then you have your valet switch, so you can deactivate the system. That way nobody can remote start your vehicle. And then there's just a few other small pieces in the box here for optional stuff. To make everything easier, I've gone ahead and laid everything out roughly how it would be in the vehicle. This is your T-plug, which will go behind the start-stop switch, which comes over to the brain. On this side, you've got your two plugs that'll plug in behind the glove box, which also come up to the brain. And everything just plugs into this here. On the other side of the T-plug for the start-stop switch, you do have these three plugs. You've got two black, one blue. The blue one here goes to your antenna. One black one plugs into the brain, and then one other black one will be unused. You've also got your white plug here, which has a bunch of wires. Don't be intimidated by this. The only wire you're going to use in this is going to be the green and red wire, which I will roughly try to separate here. And that is for the park lights. So that way when you do the remote start, you'll just have a visual that it is active. To begin, I will be removing this panel with all the climate control on it. I don't have a trim removal tool, so I've just wrapped tape around my little fork tool here. There we go. There we are. So we have options. We can either let this rest like this, or we can unhook the plugs to your climate control and your push to start button, and this panel's out. Then we're going to remove the glove box. This is easily done by pushing up right here and letting it just come down, and then it just unhooks. Reason for that, we need this green plug and this white plug because one of our new wiring systems is going to plug into an open port on both of these. For good measure, I'm also removing the panel under the steering wheel. There we go. There we are. This one just uses the push pins as well. So now with all the panels out of the way, I'm going to start feeding my T-harness through here so it can come to the back of the original start-stop button. To help make life easier, I'm going to run a chase wire down so I can just pull the plugs through. Easy as that. So now we just need to plug the female plug into the original male plug from the dash. One other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck all this in here so that only this plug is sticking out of here, so I don't have to worry about things getting bunched up. Excellent. Done. Next up, we are going to take this harness with the elongated black and white plugs on one side, and then just the white plug on the other. We're gonna go through the glove box and come out the center console, which is actually super easy. Boom, just like that. And our white one, and plug it into any open junction in the green box. Then we want to take our black connector to any open connection in the white block. Oh, that's not good. So when installing the plugs behind the glove box here, I failed to read the instructions correctly, and I broke the white plug, which was actually supposed to go into the green junction, and the black one goes into the white one. The plugs are a little bit different in size. So what I ended up doing was calling Kleinn, the manufacturer, and what they say to do is to just splice into existing wires in the plug already. If you give them a call or even look on their website, there's a very detailed instruction on how to do this, because before they had the plugs that went into these boxes, that's how you did this originally. It was just splice it into the existing wires. So no harm, no foul, just an extra step. Now that I've made all my connections, it's time to start programming. To do that, we're gonna hold the program button down on the brain while we connect our single black 4-pin connector. When we do that, you'll see the lights start working in sequence. And what we want to do is release the program button on the blue light. Now that that's done, we're going to connect all the other plugs. Just like that. Now we are going to turn on the ignition without pressing the brake to the run position. And once we've done that, we're going to press the program button. Now that we have flashing lights, we're going to press the ignition button again, which will turn the vehicle off. And now we have blinking red and yellow lights. It's exactly what we want. So now we need to remove all the plugs, saving the black one for last. And then we take this inside and we go program it. Next, we're going to take our brain and plug it into the flash link hooked up to the computer. And luckily Kleinn was nice enough to include a little jumper cable between the two. And with it connected, the computer will walk you through everything else that you need to do to get it programmed. You want to select your make. Of course, mine is a Jeep. It's a 2021. It is the Gladiator with push to start. And then this wants us to use Pro mode. Then we want to go to the Decrypt tab. And hit the Send Data button. And now we wait. Now we wait while the updater reads data from the remote starter. Once it's done, it will update the remote starter, and we'll have to wait one more time. Just paying attention to the status bar, it'll keep us updated. When it gets to 100%, the decryptor process will be complete. Alright, now the decrypting process is completed, so we're just going to unplug the brain and go plug it back into the vehicle. Starting with the black plug again, and avoiding pressing the program button, we're going to get it all plugged back in. It's getting a little late in the day, so I'm not going to worry about wiring up the daytime running lights. I'll do that another time. So for now, I'm just going to leave those wires bundled up how they are. Just like that. Now we try it out. All right, so now that everything's installed, all I have to do is lock, unlock, lock. The Jeep will unlock one more time, engine will start, and then it'll lock one more time. This will run for about 15 minutes, and then it'll shut the engine off automatically so that if you don't happen to go out on whatever drive, you're not wasting fuel. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If this was helpful at all, make sure to like the video. It definitely helps out the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and that'll help out as well. Until next time, I'll see you on the trail.